Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Finally home from Reno, and I am way behind on beer reviews, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. Reno was a blast. I was there with Nathan from behind the bar. Hopefully you guys watched our blind battle beers, our Vanilla Hype, Vanilla Wars Part 2 video. It was really, really fun. He and I reviewed a couple other beers that should be on his channel if he ever uploads them. I don't know. He might be the private channel again. I don't remember. But yeah, let's get to it. I'm actually very excited because I received a generous box from my buddy Tom. And inside the box was a couple beers from Equilibrium in New York. Where in New York are they again? Middletown, New York. So tonight we are going to be checking out dHop 1. And I love this label. It's this cool like metallic blue with a rad Equilibrium little circle logo. From what I gather, dHop is like I think it's sort of like what Treehouse does with Curiosity beers. They just kind of play around with beers and mess with hops. So this is an 8.5% double IPA. I don't know the hops. It says refrigerated 38 degrees. Drink fresh. 1 pint. Brewed at Equilibrium. Tom also, there's no date on this either. This is fairly fresh though. Tom also was a freaking saint and sent Equilibrium proper glassware. I'm telling you, just, I say it every time, but the generosity of people is fucking mind-blowing. So Tom, I appreciate you, sir. I'm excited to check this beer out. It is Friday. It is the first beer of the week. I've got an early call tomorrow morning though with baseball, so I don't know how many beers we're gonna review tonight, so let's check this one out. I've reviewed a couple Equilibrium beers. This pours like juice. I liked them. A lot of people were kind of hyping them big time for me, and the two that I reviewed were, I mean, they were good beers. They weren't anything crazy. The Equilibrium, I can smell that, which is fantastic. The Equilibrium, sorry if I'm like snarky, I just walked home from my kids had this thing at school and I was sneezing. It just rained a bunch and like all these crazy flowers things were on the ground, and I apologize for my voice. The collaboration they did with District 96, Sexual Fluctuation, that beer was straight fire. So I've heard good things about these beers, so I'm excited to check it out. It looks like, I mean, it's orange juice. I don't know, finger of like a kind of off-white eggshell head. 8.5%. God, this glassware is sexy. I feel like it's too fancy for me. We swirl that. There's some alcohol legs, a little bit of glass lacing, but it looks awesome. That glassware, come on. You kidding me? Fantastic. So, like I said, I could smell this as soon as I open it. Don't know the hops, so let's shove our fat nose in it. That smells like candied tangerine. It's super orangey. It looks like orange juice and it smells like oranges. Oh man, that smells so good. I wish my nose would stop running. But yeah, it's like this sweet kind of candied tangerine / orange juice. There's a good amount of like white crackery, like bready sort of sweetness to it, but this is, I mean, this is super like juice forward. There's a little bit of like a green kind of herbal herbaceous thing. There might even be like a little bit of like tropical fruity, like almost like a fruit punch aroma. It smells fucking amazing. You don't smell booze, 8.5%. So let's go ahead and taste it. Tom, cheers. Thank you, sir. That's like hop candy. That's really, really good. That candied kind of orange tangerine is there right on the front of your tongue. But as it goes across your palate, you get hit with a little bit of like that orange rind. But that sweet kind of, it's like sugar-coated orange hard candy. Like from mid-palate, when that kind of rindy bitterness tries to bite, it doesn't stick around. It goes back to that, like I said, sugar-coated kind of orange hard candy all the way to the finish. That's fantastic. This is extremely easy drinking for 8.5%. This is a good first beer of the night to have. This will get me going. Reviews after this might be interesting. But yeah, this is another one of those really soft beers that like it wants to get into that biting kind of rindy thing right on the middle of your tongue, but it just goes back like this crazy transition into that like it is. That's the best way to describe it. Think of like orange hard candy dipped in sugar with a little bit of sweetness. And there's a little bit of like that kind of fruit punchy, tropical fruity thing on the finish. It might be that sweetness, that candied sweetness that I'm tasting is reminding me of that. But this is amazing. I'm gonna look up the hops of this. I don't know what the hops are, but they're fucking delicious. This is probably the best Equilibrium, like straight up beer that I've had so far. Really, really good. Mouthfeel isn't as like full as a lot of like these kind of bigger hazy IPAs are, double IPAs, but I don't think it needs to be. I mean, this is extremely enjoyable to drink the way that it is. It's on like that kind of medium minus mouthfeel. No booze, you don't taste it, you don't smell it. If you like orange candy mixed with fruit punch with a little bit of like pithy citrus, this is the beer for you. So this is fantastic. I am going to give this out of 100 a 97. So that's dHop 1. Tom, you are a saint for sending this. Thank you for the glassware. There's another Equilibrium beer we'll be drinking right after this one. So if you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.